Hi guys, Bradley from B-Rad TV here, and today I want to talk about making decisions and making choices in your life. Now, you have to make decisions. If you don't make decisions to do things, you are going to stagnate mentally, spiritually, physically. Your entire quality of life will deteriorate if you don't make choices to do things. Now, the choices you make are either going to affect you in one of two ways. It's going to be a positive change or it's going to be a negative change. Making a choice, deciding to do something for yourself is empowering. Even if the result is negative, you'll learn and grow from that, and you'll make other decisions based on that, and you'll just better yourself. And you can feel more confident and get more energy from yourself and life by knowing that you have taken action and you have got a result. When you decide to do something, you are changing your reality. You might not know if it's going to be for better or worse at that point, but you are powerful being, changing the life that you have and the world you live in and everything around you by just deciding to do something. If you don't make any decisions, the universe is going to make them for you, rather than you affecting the reality and getting what you want, or maybe not what you want. But without you affecting the reality, your reality is just going to affect you, and it's not going to benefit you in any way. You're not going to have any control over your life. You don't have any power over the things that you want, the things that make you happy. Not making decisions to do things and getting pushed around by your reality. Your life is being dictated by sources external to you. In life, things happen that are beyond your control. Things are going to happen, external things are going to happen that affect your reality. That's part of life. The only way to improve your situation after that is to decide to do something, is to affect your reality and make it better. Sitting there thinking, oh, this is unfair, why has it happened to me? That is the most self-destructive thing you can do. That isn't going to take any action to affect the universe. That's just going to make you dwell on what's going on and fester and get sour and bitter, and it's not going to do anything. You need to get out there, make a decision to do something, do it. You need to affect that reality that is starting to push you around. You've got to push back. Imagine some wild river rapids. Living a life where you don't make decisions and everything you do is dictated externally. It would be like being thrown into these rapids without a boat, without a life vest, anything. You are going to get thrown around, you're going to be bashed against rocks and hurt. You're going to have an unpleasant journey. The river is going to totally dictate the course of your life. And it's going to throw you around. It doesn't care about you. That's happening of itself. It's got nothing to do with you, and you are just going to get bashed around. You're going to be its plaything, and it will be very unpleasant. Now, making decisions, making choices, is giving yourself a canoe, a life vest, a helmet, and an oar, and you can go down these river rapids, and you can push and try and go which way you want. You might not get somewhere first of all, you take a wrong turn in, a ride gets really bumpy, but then you go on a nice part of the river for a bit and the sun comes out and you're having a really nice time. Then it gets bumpy again, things go a bit wrong, but at least you will know that you're in control with your canoe. You making decisions, and you can try and push your journey to where it wants to go, and you will feel empowered by that, guys. And when you take action, you know that you are responsible for whatever the outcome is. Now, it's not healthy to, if something goes wrong, to sit around and think about how did this happen, why has this happened to me, it's not fair. Deal with it, grow and move on. But to be fair, your life is going to throw you bad situations, you might make bad decisions, you're going to try and blame someone. You'll think about, oh, was it because of him, was it because of her, oh, how did this happen? But when you make a decision, you know for a fact that it was you. That has happened because of the action you took. So that just limits a lot of wasted energy trying to blame someone else. Just blame yourself. But even then, don't blame yourself. There's no benefit to your life. It's wasted energy to sit there kicking yourself because of a bad decision. When a decision comes in the form of making a choice, rather than you deciding just to take action to do something, there are certain options and you have to pick one of these options. There's an infinite number of variables affecting each of those. Things that you don't even know about are going to be affecting the choices and what's going to be beneficial and what's going to be worse off for you. you have to feel what is right. Of course, look at the good and bad points, but don't overthink and dwell too long. If you don't make a choice, the universe is going to decide for you, and it really might not be what's best for you. You have to feel what you want and go for that. Be logical, think about what you want. I'm not saying throw caution to the wind and take risks. Even make a list of points, good points and bad points about certain things. But don't dwell too long or torture yourself about whether you're going to make the right or the wrong decision. There are just choices. Some might affect you better than others, but you can't make a wrong choice. If a problem presents itself with something that you do, you adapt and deal with it and become stronger and move on and keep making decisions and living your life. Decision making isn't something set in the future, it's in the here and now. And how I talk about it, I'm implying action as well. When you decide to do something, it's not as writing it on a piece of paper. It's taken action in the here and now. You've got to do something right now. You don't just decide to do something and then you put it off. That's not deciding to do something. Of course, there's planning, and say in the here and now that was, I decided to make this video, so in the past, here and now, I put my battery on charge. I looked at a piece of time I had available to do this video in, and then I made sure in the nearer past, here and now, I travelled to come here to do the video. So it was decision making in the past that has led to where I am now in the future. But without that action in the present, I wouldn't have put my battery on charge, I wouldn't have done things. So decision making implies taking action, going, moving, keep going. Why decide to do anything? What's wrong, I guess, with living life dictated by the universe, the reality around you? As a human being, with the mind and the abilities, and especially everything in the world we've got at the moment, there's too much joy you can bring to yourself. If you're feeling trapped by your circumstances, or you are feeling powerless, start making decisions to do things, weird things that you've never done before, adventures, little goals or targets, the things that you've thought of doing. That's what I mean, you thought of doing them, you've never done it. Decision making implies action taking. So take that action, decide to do that, and see how it affects your life, and how much better that will make you feel. An important thing to remember, guys, if not the most important thing, it's just started raining here, so I'm going to have to wrap this up very quickly, is that you are going to die. Your life is going to come to an end. So taking this action, first off, is it going to benefit your life? Is it going to be a good thing? And on the other side of that, if you don't take this action, you're going to die. You've got to do it. You've got to go out there, you've got to do it. You're going to be dead. Go on, decide, do it. I think it was a Steve Jobs quote. He said that's what motivated him. The fear of death, knowing that you're going to die, means that you don't hesitate and you're not worried about taking action and deciding to do things, because you're going to die and it's not going to matter. If you humiliate yourself or something goes wrong, it doesn't mean anything. You've got a short amount of time, your finite lifespan here. You've got to go out and do things. I've decided to make this video somewhere where it started to rain. Is it going to start raining too hard? My camera's going to break? I hope not. So decide to do things and take action in the here and now. There's planning, there's preparation, but decide to do something and take that action. Don't worry too much, but don't be too carefree and risky. But get out there, do things, don't be afraid. Have a good time, have an awesome time. B-Rad.